Hello and happy Monday. It's Beck here from Hello, my name is Beck, popping in to do Make It Monday, even though it's Tuesday. So obviously being back at work is not good for my brain because I actually forget what day it is and forget what responsibilities I have to do. So I am doing the voiceover on a Tuesday and it's after work and yeah, it's been a manic day. Manic day yesterday because we had years 1 to 6 back, and a manic day today because it was the kindergarten's turn to start school for the first time. So I'm making a card with you guys today. It is based on a quilt design. Anyone that does patchwork would probably recognize this quilt design. So I am just cutting a square there, and I'm not going to tell you the measurements because it'll be very dependent on the circle size that you have if you want to actually make this one. So the circle that I am cutting out here, I think it's a 1.5-inch punch or a 2-inch punch circle. So actually, yeah, it would be a 2-inch because if you have a look at the circle itself, it would fit in that little grey square on this in the center of my mat. So I have cut one and just underneath a half of a square, and I am then folding the edges of my circle around the square template that I have made. So I end up making more of these circles because I realise I haven't got enough probably for the design that I want. The design that I have copied is from a quilt, so I was thinking I would only need probably about 4 to 6 for my card, but I end up making several more. So I also then cut this flower design into the actual size square that I need because I would like to vary the pattern that's in the center of each of these circles. So I really like the yellow edge and I keep that throughout because it actually helps in the design at the end, and you'll see what I mean. So I end up making more and then using my, I think this is just the score from the Memory Keeper's scoreboard. So I'm just burnishing the edges, making sure my circles fit perfectly, and putting these down into the pattern that I actually want. So like I said, anyone that does patchwork quilts will recognize this patchwork design. I realize here that I need another one of the Moroccan style designs to go up at the top, and then I start fiddling around because I'm thinking to myself, well, do I like the pattern underneath that one? And then I'll turn that one around. So yes, I do skip ahead so you don't actually get to see all of my fiddling and faffing, and then you can also see the extras that I have made. Now this is just a generic card that I have here. It's a white basic card, but you can see it's actually coming off of the edges. Now if I put it off both of the edges, it would look even and symmetrical to my eye. However, that would then mean that the card wouldn't stand up if you actually stood it up. So it meant that I had to make my own card. So you can see the white section on the side, and then I also thought that the yellow wasn't standing out on the white as much as I'd like. So I then brought in this sort of almost raspberry pink stroke red background so that the yellow actually really stood out on the background. So this is me playing with my own sized card here, and putting the little circles down on the actual red cardstock. So you can see here I have skipped ahead and I have only 2 left to go. When I actually had it a second ago on the screen, it didn't have this gap at the top, so I end up just slicing off the gap at the top with my guillotine so that the background paper is symmetrical. So I love how this card turns out. I love the design of it. So you can see here that I'm like, where did that gap come from? So I'm grabbing my guillotine to just slice off the top. It's a really simple card and yet it's so effective. Such a lovely design. It's almost like that pattern is coming out at you. And then I'm just using my double-sided tape technique here, just holding down the panel and sliding out the double-sided tape. So just finishing it off with a sentiment just here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I will see you in my next one. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'm just awesome and you've got to love these Make It Monday series. So I will leave you here with me just popping this sentiment on the card. Thank you so much for watching. Lots and lots of crafty love from me, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye everyone.